Okay, welcome back. In this section, we're going to talk about the assignments that are actually due. So I am still in Georgia View, and let's take a look. The first thing that you have here is your scavenger hunt. So if we click here, and again, my internet is moving a little slow this evening. But the scavenger hunt is just an opportunity to kind of guide you. I'm guiding you, if you will, through navigating the course a little bit, just to familiarize you with some of the key components, things that I really want you to pay attention to. It also, hopefully, as you are navigating, you might stumble across something that you didn't know existed and you want to take a look at that. So, for those of you that are new, I give you a little bit of instruction there. Also, again, I talk about self registration. If you're interested in that, you can look at that. Notice my contact information before we leave out of Georgia View in this last episode. I will show you again where you can find my information. On the front of the page, we have the announcements. I want you to pay attention to where the announcements are, the content discussions. I showed you that. So go back to the drop down menu up at the top and select that, and it'll show you. So again, we're taking just a look at all of these things. If you look at bullet 3, it says you're going to upload your online learning self reflection report. So let's go take a look, if you will, at that, where that is actually located. This is what we call a Dropbox. So this is where you're going to drop your assignments. You're going to upload. Once you finish with it, you're going to save it and you're going to upload your assignment. So down here at the bottom where it says assignment self-reflection essay, if you click on that, it's going to open up another page, and at this point you can actually upload, and I'm not going to do that just yet, but basically I will. Let me go ahead and show you, so we'll come back. So you upload. It's going to take you to wherever your documents may be. You would click on it, open. Again, mine's not populated because I'm not going to upload that. And once you upload it, it's here and you're ready to submit. Okay, so that's how you're going to upload. So let's go back to our module, and we were looking at the scavenger hunt. So this is the first thing that's here. Obviously, this is the first part of the assignment that I want you to take a look at. So in the scavenger hunt, we looked at upload your online learning reflection report. And I put this here because everybody always kind of struggles with, okay, where do I put this? So what you're looking for under assignments is the Dropbox, and it's going to be titled with your reflection report. So this is your scavenger hunt. Okay. So let's go back. And the other thing that I want to point out is usually when I create your modules, I try to list the links or the materials in the order that I want you to go through them. So the scavenger hunt was first. Underneath that is your syllabus. We've looked at the syllabus in the last episode, so I'm not going to pull that up again. The course calendar. I put this here because obviously you want to know what we're doing. You're going to notice in this particular schedule, there is only the first module. And the reason I did that is because you have a couple things that I want you to do. And the first one, obviously, is to do the scavenger hunt and the e-learning quiz. The next thing that I want to have you take a look at on your list is the course calendar. If you'll notice, once our course calendar pulls up, I only populated the first week or the first module, and that's because before I populate the rest of your schedule, I want to review your individual online learning reflections, and I'll also be issuing a technology quiz or assessment that I would like you to complete. I have not put that out yet. It'll be at the start of module 2. Once I have reviewed all those things and have a better idea of the knowledge base of the class, then I'm going to go ahead and finish populating the rest of the modules. But I don't want to populate it without getting a sense of where your strengths and weaknesses are as a group and individually, because I don't want to have you do things that you already know. I really want to focus on those things that you're not comfortable with and those things that are going to be most effective. So for now, your course schedule looks like this, and I promise you I will have it updated and complete for you by the end of module 2 when I have a better sense of where we're headed. Okay, so let's close out of this and let's go back. So far we've looked at the scavenger hunt, you've looked at the course syllabus, we've looked at the course schedule for all it's worth at the moment. Now we're moving into the tutorials. Participating in an e-learning community, these are two different tutorials that were established to help students who are in an online environment really focus on what it is that being in an online environment means and how to make the best of it. So you have two videos, and you will find in this course that I do not repeat or recreate things that are already out there. There are people that do a much better job than I. When you pull this up, you are not going to see this that we're looking at right now, but it is what we have to actually get into the videos. I've made it a little more straightforward for you. So the first one that you're going to come to is an introduction to online learning. It's about 12 minutes. It's a really cool, quick video. California community colleges created these for online students. And again, I don't want to recreate the wheel, so this is a really good place to start. For those of you who prefer reading, there's a transcript and it's word for word of everything that's in the video, and not sure what that is, so we won't worry about it. There's also a second video, communication skills, and you're going to go straight to this website if it comes up. And it's important when you're online to communicate effectively. Sometimes we hide behind our screens, as you most likely know that, and we may think we're coming across a certain way, but we come across totally different. So it's important that we recognize that. This is just a real quick review for most of you of this information. Again, there's a transcript here. If you prefer just to print it out and read it, that's fine too. Others of us who prefer the visual and audio, this is a great tool. So you're going to look through those. There's really not anything in particular that you're going to do aside from gather information and learn from it. Hint, hint, you will probably see a quiz in Module 2 over this. All right, so this is participating in the e-learning community. So videos, wonderful tools. Once you have viewed the videos, now you are ready to actually put it to good use. You're going to click on the link that says Online Learning Readiness Questionnaire. Make sure you read through this prior to beginning. Then go back and take the questionnaire. It is a really quick and easy questionnaire about your readiness to actually begin working online. And what I like about this is once you're done and you click am I ready, it's going to come back and it's going to give you a score, and it's going to tell you some areas that perhaps you're stronger in, or things that you need to work on. So it's a really good eye opener if you're truthful and you answer the questions truthfully. So once you are done with that, there's a part 2 to this, and it's called the self-reflection essay. And basically you're just going to pull out a Word document, open up a Word document, and you're going to screenshot your online learning results. So if we were to go back to the questionnaire, you're going to take a screenshot of that. For our Mac users, it's the Command Shift 4, and basically you highlight your results and it'll save that. It saves on my desktop, wherever you have it set to save, but usually it's the desktop. If you're on a PC, I'm sorry, I can't remember the technique, but it's the print screen. Up at the top you have a print screen. You press the print screen, it does the same thing, so it creates that image, and then you're going to copy that into your Word document, and then you're going to answer these 5 questions. Okay, There's not a particular length. I just want you to answer them truthfully. I want you to think about it, and I want you to use complete sentences. And that's going to help me to just kind of get to know you a little bit more, to find out how knowledgeable you are about the online learning environment. Okay? So once you have completed that, you are going to save it, of course, and you're going to upload it into the Dropbox. And I showed you that in the previous video, but I will show you again. You're going to click right here and you're going to upload it into the Dropbox. And at that point, it will come over to me. And it's right here. You just upload and there you go. Okay. All right. And then lastly, we have learned a lot of stuff. We've learned about the course, we've learned about the calendar, the scavenger hunt, the e-learning tutorials, the readiness quiz, and now we get to have a little fun. We get to play. I always like to learn about you, obviously. I told you that before. But this time we're going to do something a little different. We need a little break. So this is our discussion board. This is where we can communicate by posting threads. So basically, this says that you are going to download the personalized license plate and you're going to create your own personalized license plate. So the first thing that you're going to do is click on the link and it's going to give you a PDF. Now, I'm not going to tell you what to do here. Well, let me rephrase that. Some of you are going to be able to use this online and create your digital personalized license plate if you know how to do it. Some of you may not have had that experience yet, and that is perfectly okay. In that case, you're going to want to print this out, pull out your crayons, your markers, your paint, whatever you want to do to create this. Some of you know how to do this online, and that's fine. This is just, again, a way for me to not only learn about you, but also to see a little bit more of your technical skills. I am also creating a personalized license plate to share. I have not finished mine yet, but I was able to find one that I'm going to pull up just because some of you asked for examples. But this is one that somebody created. I did find this online. And they personalize it. It's just whatever speaks to them. Obviously, this person loves Texas, Bluebell. They've got a cowboy boot and a star, and then there's a little Texas with a heart. So it could be about anything you want. This is just one example. So please be creative. Don't worry about how artistic or non-artistic you are. Just have fun with it and make it your own. Okay? Okay. So once you've done your license plate, you're going to want to post that. And when you post it, you're going to be able to see what your classmates have created. In the discussion board, it'll look something like this. And Lindy has already uploaded one. How about that? But basically, you're going to start a new thread. And you're going to go here. And this is where you kind of upload stuff. I think that's what it's, yeah, insert stuff. And you're going to want to, if it's a link, if it's, some people will put it in a URL, you would put it here. If you know how to embed code, you can put it there. And just to put the file, sorry, didn't mean to do that. We're going to add an attachment. You can add your attachment there and you would upload. So you got several options here. If you do it digitally and you want to insert a link, say if you have it set up to, if you have it on your web page, or if you want to embed code. And again, if you don't know how to use this, is perfectly okay. We will definitely come back over this. And then if you just want to upload it, okay. And then once you do that, you are able to actually visit and see what everybody else did. Okay, so that is your license plate. And again, if you have any trouble with that, please let me know. Okay. A couple of other things before we get out of here. Um, Here's some resources for you if you need some help. User guide, WebEx. We'll talk about this at a later date, but please know that it's here under resources. The class list. If you want to email classmates individually, or if you have questions, please feel free to uh, use that. Of course, it only works in Georgia View, so you will not be able to use it outside of Georgia View. And obviously, we would go to grades. Once we start putting grades, you'll find it here. So this, in a nutshell, is the content area, and this is what you're going to spend most of your time working with. Before we end, let me go back and show you my contact information. Here is my office number, my cell number, and please email me through Georgia View. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm going to be basically hanging out at my desk here to answer any questions that you all have. If there's a change in that, because things are going to happen, I can already tell you that. I will let you know of any changes, but for the most part, I plan to be available for anybody that needs me Tuesdays and Thursdays, or let me know of a different time, and I'll be happy to work with you. Okay, folks, that is all I have for you. I hope that this was helpful. This week, you're going to concentrate on the things that we just went over. They're going to be due on this Sunday coming up, 11:59, and then Module 2 will roll out for you Monday morning. So in the meantime, have a wonderful rest of the week. It's been a pleasure spending this time with you, and I will see you online.